Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. President Joe Biden has arrived in Europe ahead of next week's key UN climate summit with his signature climate policy yet to pass through the US Congress. His motorcade arrived amid tight security in the Vatican. Swiss guards in their traditional red, yellow and blue uniforms gave the president and his wife Jill an honour salute while the US flag flew from the central balcony. The Bidens then met the pontiff and exchanged gifts with the 84-year-old Pope. The president will next attend the G20 summit of major economies in Rome before heading off to the climate summit in Glasgow. A medical organisation in Sudan has said it is impossible to know the number of people killed and wounded during the public protests against Monday's coup. The Central Committee of Sudanese doctors said at least 8 had definitely died, but it accused militias of causing bloody incidents in several cities using live bullets against unarmed civilians, including children and the elderly. There are unconfirmed accounts of mass arrests. Prime Minister Abdalla Hamdok remains under house arrest. Pro-democracy protesters are calling for a march of millions on Saturday. A Russian court has handed down lengthy prison terms to managers and fire safety chiefs blamed for a leisure centre inferno that killed 60 people. The fire engulfed the top floor of the Winter Cherry Mall in March 2018 in the Siberian city of Kemerovo. The cause was a short circuit in the lighting for a children's play area, and 37 of those killed were children. 8 people were handed jail terms. 3 other criminal cases concerning the fire remain in progress. The outgoing German Chancellor Angela Merkel has arrived in Greece for her last official visit as Chancellor. Merkel met with Greek President Katerina Sakellaropoulou and the Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis. It's a far more welcoming trip than her famous 2012 visit when Merkel was greeted by street riots in Athens. Germany, which was Greece's largest lender at the time, imposed harsh austerity measures, sparking violent protests on the streets. More than 160 former world leaders and global figures have called on Britain and other Western powers to mount an immediate military airlift of surplus COVID vaccinations to less developed countries.
That by December, on current projections, the West will be stockpiling 600 million unused vaccines.
The warning comes in a letter organised by the former UK Prime Minister Gordon Brown that is addressed to the Italian hosts of the G20 summit. They warned that unless action is taken at the G20 summit this weekend, hundreds of thousands of lives might be lost as out-of-date vaccines are wasted. Footage has been released of something called a lava bomb rolling down the volcano in La Palma in the Canary Islands. The rock travelled at speed down the side of the volcano, which has been active since it erupted on September the 19th. A lava bomb is formed when a volcano spews large fragments during an eruption. The volcanic rock, still visibly molten in the middle, is one of many that have been thrown from the crater. Spectacular time-lapse videos show the huge ash cloud the volcano has caused over La Palma. More than 7,000 people have had to evacuate their homes. Pop star Ed Sheeran has released his 4th solo album entitled Equals on Friday while isolating for COVID-19, saying he was going to celebrate with a solo party. The singer, known for his chart-topping hits such as Shape of You, had told fans earlier this week he had tested positive for coronavirus and had cancelled all in-person events to promote his new record. Sheeran, who has named his previous solo albums after mathematical symbols, has said Equals was his favourite record that he had made, with songs about his wife and daughter. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.